Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Cancer. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, so your person is showing up as the Star card, Aquarius energy, and also as the King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sag. They're viewing you as the Three of Pentacles, and the connection, we see the Eight of Swords, all right? And we see the King of Swords. So it does look like you may have an air sign here, Libra, Gemini, specifically Aquarius coming through, or someone with that energy in their chart, as well as fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I feel like Cancer, this is someone you're going to have a really strong mental connection with. Someone you're going to, really appreciate how intelligent they are, how well-spoken they are, how honest and direct they are. This is somebody who's loyal. I feel like this person is, loyal and trustworthy. I also feel like this is someone who's very well put together. No matter what their personal style might be, it's like they always look good or they always look well put together. And with the Star card here, Aquarius energy, this is someone here who I feel is going to feel very healing for you. They may feel like home after a rough patch or after a series of disappointments. I love this particular card because we have two people here stargazing. This person may actually be into astronomy and astrology, but this is a strong indication here, Cancer, that this is a connection written in the stars. Now, Aquarius energy for me is also someone who thinks outside of the box, somebody who's, maybe even a bit free-spirited at times. All right, they're also showing up as the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. So this is someone, also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius again. But this is somebody who has a lot to offer, and they know their worth and their value here. This is also telling me this is absolutely a destined connection for you, Cancer. And we see Leo energy coming through. So they could have strong Leo in their chart with that King of Wands and the actual Strength card coming through. You two have a very strong physical connection. And with the Leo Aquarius axis, it tells me that this person or someone here could have a North Node in one of those signs. But I'm also seeing that this is a soulmate connection, really beautiful energy. And Cancer, you may meet this person during some sort of personal transformation, transition, or move, okay? So any sort of personal transition, a job change, moving homes, whatever it might be. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? All right, we see they have strong air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This person may have a little bit of a jealous streak, so they may be possessive, stemming from infidelity and insecurity. They may be in a passive role, or this is somebody who isn't actively dating or actively looking for anyone. This is somebody who absolutely is capable of stepping up and taking the lead, but they're also okay with not always being in charge, which is nice because it tells me that there's fluidity here. They're not too stubborn. They're not my way or the highway. And it looks like this may start as something casual or begin as a friendship and then, develop over time. All right, so the King of Wands here tells me this person is, I think you're going to be very physically attracted to them. They're fiery, they're passionate, they're playful, they're resilient. I do think this is most likely someone, Cancer, here who will pursue you, or, they're not going to have any problems making their true feelings be known. All right, so it could start off as a brief encounter. They could be in their 30s. Now remember, these really specific messages, Cancer, they're not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of you. And we see rolling in money. This is somebody who definitely has a lot to offer, and they're funny as heck. So they're going to have you, that's most likely how they're going to flirt with you, but I just think you're going to get each other with a sense of humor, joking around. Like, the couple that plays together stays together energy. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here, please? What else do we need to know? Okay, so they're physically active. So it's somebody who either likes to work out, or they do yoga, or they jog, or they, there's somebody, they might have a physically demanding job here as well. We see their first, middle, or last name may begin with a vowel. I'm seeing the letter I, but it doesn't have to be. That just is what came to me. This person sings in the shower, so you may catch them humming or singing to themselves. I also feel like, this is also my, gym card. Like after a good workout, endorphins are pumping, so somebody who's quite upbeat. All right, and they may be vegetarian, or they're very cautious about what they eat, what they put into their body. And this is someone who has lived in more than one country here, Cancer. All right, so again, maybe they're from another country, or, maybe you meet them in another country, whatever it might be. They may also speak another language for some of you. All right, what else do my Cancers need to know about this person? What else do my Cancers need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, adjudication. All right, so this person, they could be going through some sort of legal issues is what I'm getting, or like it could be child custody. It could be that there's a divorce here in this person's past. It may have not been in their favor. Okay, it might be something with their job. It could be, like I said, a lawsuit, a divorce, child custody, or something. It does feel like it feels a little bit unfair. All right, we see imprisonment. So we get double imprisonment cards. Some of my Cancers, this person may have a history with the law. Maybe they were incarcerated at some point in time, albeit briefly. But I also feel like this is an energy of somebody here who does a lot of overthinking. So it's like, even though they're honest and they're passionate and they're direct, I definitely think they may kind of overthink behind the scenes, overanalyze. And we see false person in reverse, but this is not someone who is deceitful or dishonest, all right? And with the pathway card coming through in reverse, this is an indication that they definitely aren't going to see this coming. I don't think you see this coming either. They're viewing you, Cancer, as the Three of Pentacles. So this feels like it's someone who's around you. And we get confirmation here with this casual card. So it may begin as a friendship and it evolves over time. Three of Pentacles could indicate you work together, you see each other out and about in the community, at the gym, at school, at your favorite place to grab a bite to eat, the dog park, the grocery store, you name it. But I also feel they're viewing you here as somebody they're really compatible with, somebody it's super easy to be around, it's somebody super easy to get along with. Okay, and the Knight of Swords in reverse tells me some of you could have air in your chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This person may feel or may be a little bit worried that you're not seeing them the way they see you, or they may feel like, you don't want to talk to them at first, or you don't want to open up to them at first. And the Ten of Wands energy in reverse. So they are meeting you. We got that Eight of Cups, and now we see the Ten of Wands in reverse, that this person is seeing you go through some sort of transformation or some sort of transition. All right, and we see the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So I do think this person is spiritual. I do feel like they're hanging out in your energy. This is somebody who's not rushing into things, Cancer. This is somebody who's holding back and looking at all the details. This person may do like yoga or Pilates or stretching or something like that, because I do see that with the Hanged Man. I was getting that somewhere else as well, that physically active card. So whatever it is they do, I mean, they don't have to, partake in yoga or Pilates or anything, but it does feel like this is somebody who is, takes care of their body, but they're very spiritual, they're enlightened, they're awakened. I feel like they're very healthy as well, like somebody who infuses healthy habits into their daily life and what they consume. All right, let's see what else we need to know here. We see mediator energy. So this is how they're viewing you, Cancer. They see you as having a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in your professional and personal life. So they see you as really balanced. You're capable of seeing other sides of the story, which is usually, that there's that critical thinking, that logical thinking. It's open-mindedness as well, and that you have respect for both sides of an argument. So again, you two might not agree on everything, which is fine. but you can respect each other's opinions and ideas. So they love that. There's this really beautiful intellectual connection between the two of you. And Cancer, they see you as a mentor. They see you as passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So whether that's something you do for a living, or whether you're a parent, or just that people look up to you or come to you for advice, or you have a lot to teach others and maybe even them. And Cancer, whether you're male or female, now you know we all have both in our, we all embody both masculine and feminine energy, but they do see you as the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So it's a very creative, a very sensual energy. Now the Eight of Swords tells me that there may be a lot of overthinking here before this connection gets off the ground. So I do think it might start off as a friends first, or they're in your neighborhood, or they're in your community. And there's a lot of overthinking, right? Like, should we do this? Does Cancer like me? But I feel like it's probably on both sides, okay? And we see that this is growth with discernment. This connection of a lot, I can't speak or read. This connection, Cancer, evolves alongside clarity. So as things become more clear, that's where this connection evolves. And there's growth here, but you both are going to be kind of discerning. You both might, be overthinking it. You both might be worried, do we lose the friendship if this goes to the next level? And we see clarifying desires. This connection sharpens understanding of what you want and what you need. So you become more clear. And I feel like because this person offers you maybe things that other people haven't, or they offer you something different, and it's like, oh, I've actually really needed or wanted this, that best friend and lover, that person you can feel really comfortable with, that person you're not worried about getting naked with. And I don't mean just taking your clothes off, but like, getting deeper, going more, being more raw. And we also see present in the moment. I love this card because this is somebody who is not going to be on their phone when they're with you, right? This person engages fully rather than projecting far ahead. The connection unfolds naturally. Yeah, it does feel like this is, a friendship or a working relationship that evolves over time. And at the bottom of the deck here, Cancer, we see stability through awareness. So this connection brings steadiness through conscious engagement. And I do think that's the case. I mean, I think you two probably look for each other, love talking to one another, and there's where this trust and this steadiness builds between the two of you. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. All right, what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? All right, so we see Forever Young, a song of youthful playfulness. So again, the couple that plays together stays together. I mean, I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun with each other. Best friend, see, it's really a strong connection here, Cancer, where friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. All right, and disguise. So I feel this is a secret admirer, or you both are kind of hiding your feelings for one another for a little bit before it evolves. And it's definitely going to be something here that's unexpected. Something that I think takes both of you by surprise. This is such a beautiful reading, Cancer. Like this feels like this is a connection that's, forever, or that's going to go the distance. All right, let's see any important dates or times here. All right, we see in the distant future, so it may be a little ways away, and we see between now and September. All right, Cancers, I'm going to leave it here, sending you so much love and light. Take care.